This week's Ruhlin Roundup takes us to the North Coast Harbor, and we are in downtown Cleveland. Not a lot of people get this view when they work. Quite frankly, I've never been down here to see this view itself. But here we have a completely different view of Cleveland Browns Stadium, which is over to our right. We've got the Great Lakes Science Center, which is right in front of us, along with some guys performing some work we'll talk about here in a second. And we've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna come over to here, talk a little bit to Matt Roberts. Matt, how are we doing today?
Great.
Talk a little bit about these massive pieces of equipment we've got here. Matt, you're a local operator for us here at the Ruhlin Company. This is a big darn crane. How did we get this thing into such a tight little spot?
Well, we bring it in on the truck out front there, and then they crawl it back in with the tracks retracted. And once they get it into place, then they bring the boom in, lay it down. Everything's laid down.
So it's a pretty surgical process just to get the piece of equipment in place to do the work, perform the work.
Got to lay down pads and everything to cover the ground and make sure everything's safe. And
awesome. And we've got another, looks like another crane right behind us here. And I'm going to walk over here to talk to Jackie Gutman, Assistant Project Manager on this job. Jackie, tell us a little bit about what this job entails.
This job's building a movable bridge for pedestrians to be able to get from the pier where they're working right now to this park side. A little bit easier for pedestrians to get around downtown. It's a $12 to $13 million project, and when it's all said and done, it's a lift bridge, so it will move so boats can still get through the harbor.
So where this is the one bridge and abutment. I want to make sure I'm using my correct terms here.
Yep.
And then on the other side where we've got some iron workers and carpenters and pile drivers, everybody's working over there. And so what's sticking out of the ground that we see over there so people that are on social media understand what we're doing?
That's some H-pile. We're loading this cofferdam cell right now from a barge with H-pile, and we'll start driving pile to bedrock this afternoon with the crane and a diesel pile hanger.
And how long will that take?
With all of the pile and splices, we'll be driving for about a week.
Awesome. Well, again, we appreciate everybody at the Ruhlin Company, you guys, what you guys are doing out here, our workers that are on the other side. We are Ruhlin, we are essential, and we are safe.